Good morning, students. So, in the last class, we have started the milling machine. In that, we have finished that introduction to milling, working principle of milling, right? Constructional details of milling machine and the functions of each part of the machine. So far, we have covered in a milling machine is the constructional details of milling machines and the functions of each part of the machine. And today, we are going to discussing about the milling cutters and types of milling cutters, right? First one is the milling cutter and that one types of milling cutters and the features of milling cutters. So we know already that milling machine is using the cutting tool has it is called as a milling cutter because it is having multi-point cutting edges. It is not a single point cutting tool. It is a multi-point cutting edges. So that's why it is called as a milling cutter. Simply, we can call it as a cutter. And also, we can discussing that the types of milling cutters and the features of milling cutters. So in the diagram, you have observed the two types of milling cutters. So as observing this diagram, we can easily tell that based on our functional requirement or operational requirement, we are using different types of milling cutters, right? By seeing this diagram, we can tell that based on the requirement, operation requirement, we are using different types of milling cutters, right? So for this, it is removed here. The material removed from the workpiece is on the top of the workpiece. The top of the workpiece, the material is removed. This can be achieved by cutter or slab milling cutter. And here, the material is removing at the side. The sides, the material is removing, right? By doing this operation, we are reducing the width of the workpiece. By doing this operation, we are using use it to reduce the thickness of the workpiece. By watching this diagram, I can tell that. So, in the simplest way, the cutting tool, a milling cutter is nothing but it is a cutting tool of milling machine, and it is having multi-point cutting edges, and most of them are made with high-speed steel or special alloy steels. Okay, so these milling cutters are made with high-speed steels or special alloy steels, and a carbide inserted tool permits very high cutting speeds. Understood? The carbide inserted tool permits very high cutting speeds, right? So this is about the milling cutter. The cutting tool of a milling machine, and it is having a multi-point cutting edges, and it is a rotating tool. Most of them are made with the milling cutter material is made with the high-speed steel, and a carbide inserted tool permits very high cutting speed. Some of the cutting tools are inserted with carbide tips that can be used for the high cutting speeds. Okay. All cutters generally have two types of cutting teeth: straight or spiral teeth and form relieved teeth. As we are going to discussing about the different types of milling cutters, there is a common matter among all the cutters. That is, they are having two types of cutting teeth. One is straight or spiral teeth, and another one is form relieved teeth. Each milling cutter is identified by the outer diameter If you want to specify the milling cutter, we have to know the we have to identify the outer diameter and the thickness and the number of teeth and the bore diameter apart from the material of the cutter. Okay, so it can be it is tells about the specification of milling cutter, the outer diameter, thickness, and number of teeth and bore diameter. Okay, and the common issue, the common matter among all the milling cutters are straight or spiral teeth and form relieved teeth. So some of the types of milling cutters: plain milling cutter, side milling cutter, metal slitting saw, angle milling cutter, end mills, T-slot milling cutter. Okay, so these are the types of milling cutters we are going to discussing about today. First one is plain milling cutter, side milling cutter, metal slitting saw, angle milling cutter, end mills, and T-slot milling cutter. Slot drill, Woodruff key slot milling cutter, fly cutter, form milling cutter, right? So in that, first one is the plain milling cutter. So every milling cutter, we are going to discussing about its shape and what are the operation it can be performed. That's it. We are going to discussing about the each plain milling cut, each milling cutter in detail. That means its shape and how its cutting edges are looks like, and also what is the operation it's going to be done. So in the plain straight milling cutter, it has straight or helical cutting edges only on the periphery. Plain milling cutter is having straight or helical cutting edges only on the periphery. So it produces flat surfaces parallel to the cutter axis, and it do not carry cutting edges on its sides. With more width, it becomes a slab mill. In the diagram, we can observe the plain milling cutter. Okay, it is having cutting edges at this portion only, not at the sides. Okay, if its width is increases, it can be used for slab milling operation. In the first diagram, we have observed this one slab mill. It is having only cutting edges at this portion, not at sides, and it produces flat surfaces to the cutter axis. Do not carry cutting edges on its sides. With more width, it becomes a slab mill. If width is increases, it becomes a slab mill. This is plain milling cutter. And these plain milling cutters are divided into a light duty cutter, removes less material, face width less than 20 mm, straight teeth parallel to the axis, and face width more than 20 mm, helical teeth with 25 degrees helix angle. So in the plain milling cutter, the light duty cutter is one of the type. It removes with this light duty cutter, removes less material, and its face width less than 20 mm, and it's having straight teeth parallel to the axis. If the face width is more than 20 mm, helical teeth with 25 degrees helix angle. So if the face width is below 20 degrees, that means this width is 20 degrees only, then these teeth are looks like straight, that is parallel to the axis of the milling cutter. But here the face width is more than 20 mm, so that's why it These teeth are looks like in some helix with the helical angle. That means it is having some helix angle. Okay. Next, heavy duty plate milling. In this, cutter wider face width and helical teeth removes more material. So here with wider face width and helical teeth removes more material. In this helix angle between 25 to 45, better shearing takes place. In the light duty, the helix angle is 25 degrees only, but heavy duty plain milling cutter, it is having 25 degrees to 45 degrees. Okay. So compared to the light duty plain milling cutter, it can remove the more material because its face width is more and helix angle also more. So with that reason, shearing means cutting. Okay, if you are removing any material, I mean, if you are cutting two pieces, there is happening shear action. With that shear action only, the material has been removed or the material may be separated. Okay, and it gives a good surface finish. Next, helical plane milling cutter. It is having helical cutting edges. Its helix angle is 45 degrees to 60 degrees, but face width is less compared to the two milling cutters. So due to better shearing, provide better surface finish. So it can be used for taking light cuts on soft materials. Next, side milling cutter. In plain milling cutter, we have discussing about the light duty, heavy duty, and helix. And next one is the side milling cutter. In the name itself, uh, it is having cutting edges at its side. So they have cutting edges not only on the face, but also on both the sides of the cutter. In that side also, at that side also we are having cutting edges. The teeth having cutting edges. So this type of milling cutters are used for slot milling and side milling. After this topic, after this milling cutter, we are going to discussing about the milling operations. So in that also we are getting this information for this particular operation. We are using this type of milling cutter. Okay, so both are interlinked, milling cutters and milling operations. So used for slot milling and side milling. And the diameter of the cutter ranges from 50 mm to 200 mm. So width range is 5 mm to 30 mm. Side milling cutter is having cutting edges on its face at the same time two sides also. So in the side milling cutter again three types of milling cutters, that is plain side milling cutter. Cutting edges or teeth are straight on face and both sides of the tool. Cutting edges or teeth are straight on face and both sides of the tool. Offside milling cutter. Cutting edges on the face and only one side of the cutter, not on two sides. And cutting edges may be helical or straight, and it is used for straddle milling operation. Next, staggered teeth side milling cutter. The teeth are arranged in an alternate helix pattern, provides greater chip space, used for deep slots. The teeth are arranged in an alternate helix pattern, provides greater chip space, used for deep slots. This is staggered teeth milling cutter. Next, interlocking cutters. So interlocking cutters are formed with two half side cutters with a spacer between the two. So these are the cutters, and it is having some space between these two cutters. So these are formed with two half side cutters with a spacer between the two, and it is used to mill a slot of standard width in one operation. The width of the cutter ranges from 10 mm to 30 mm, and it is widely used for gang milling operation. Next, metal slitting saw. Generally, we are observing this type of saws in outside workshops. It is similar to plain milling cutter, but its face width is very small. So these are the cutting edges of the milling cutter. So it is looks like same to the plain milling cutter, but face width is very small. And the standard saws are made with thinner at the center than at the outer edge to provide clearance. And it is used to mill thin deep slots and cut off operations. Okay, it is used to mill thin deep slots and cut off operations. Small slots, we can make this with metal slitting saw. The cut off operations means we are doing the cut the two parts, right? I mean cut off totally. The part is separated from the main part. Okay, so that means it is a cut off operations. Plain metal slitting saw. Sides are slightly relieved to prevent jamming in the slots. With jamming means if while doing the machining operation, the chips are jammed in the slots of the these cutters, right? So for that reason, we can make this type of metal slitting saw. So sides are slightly relieved to preventing jam in the slots. And width of these saws range from 1.5 mm to 5 mm. Side teeth mill slitting cutter. It has teeth on the both sides also, used for parting of operations. Parting off also is nothing but cut off operations. Understood? Next one, staggered teeth metal slitting saw. So teeth are staggered on the face in a way similar to staggered teeth side milling cutter. Width of the saw ranges from 5 mm to 8 mm. It has greater chip carrying capacity, and it is also used for cut-off operations in steel. So all these metal slitting saws are used for cut-off operations. Cut-off అంటే రెండు మెటీరియల్స్ మనం కట్ చేయాలనుకోండి ఒక పార్ట్ని some particular work piece నుంచి we can use this metal slitting saw. Okay, now next, angle milling cutters. So these angle milling cutters are used for cutting chamfers, we know, dovetails, helical flutes, etc. Single angle milling cutter. In that angle milling cutter, another types, single angle milling cutter. These angle milling cutters are having teeth on both the angled face and sides of the cutter. Made with angles of 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 85 degrees in steps of 5 degrees. That means 30, 35, 40, 45, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So with one side of the angle at 90 degrees to the axis of the cutter. So this is single angle milling cutter. It is having teeth on both the angled faces and sides of the cutter. So single angle milling cutters looks like this. . So I have both teeth on both angle faces, but angles on one side. Having teeth on both the angle faces and sides of the cut. Single angle cutters. Double angle milling cutter, it looks like V shape. So angles both sides. Right? See V shape. The face of the cutter is formed into V shape. Cutting edges are included at 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. And this is adapted for cutting spiral grooves on a blank and device. Double angle cutter. Dovetail angle cutter. One is the dovetail angle cutter. Next, end milling cutter. It is used for end milling operation. In the first diagram, we have observed this end milling cutters. It removes the material at the sides of the workpiece. So, designed for accurate cutting, slots, pockets, keyways, and intricate contours. Right? Keyways and shafts. Okay. So, cutting edges are provided on the end face on the periphery. It looks like a drill bit, right? End milling cutter is look like a drill bit. It can be used both, can use it to machine both horizontal and vertical surfaces, and its diameter ranges from 3 mm to 50 mm. So this is the end milling cutter. It can be used to manufacture both horizontal and vertical surfaces. End milling cutter. Shank type milling cutters are with taper shank or straight shank. Taper shank is secured in the spindle nose, right? The diameter its ranges from 10 mm to 50 mm. The straight shanks are held in a spring collet, extensively used for die sinking. So this is end milling cutter. Shell type end milling cutter. So its diameter is more compared to the shank type milling cutter, and it made without shank with central hole for mounting on the arbor. So it looks like a drill bit, but it does not looks like a drill bit, but it is fixed in the arbor. It is having the cutting edges on the periphery and end face. So they are larger and heavier. End face means downside also. So that's the reason it can be used to machining horizontal and vertical surface. Here having cutting edges, and at the same time at the downside also cutting edges are there. Diameter ranges from 50 mm to 160 mm. So observe this cutting edges at the end side and also on its periphery. So it has cutting edges on periphery and on both sides of the cutter, used with a vertical spindle, used for machining the portion of T-slot. Next, T-slot cutter, used for machining a sunk key way in a shaft. Similar action to twist drill, has two cutting edges. So this slot drill is used to machining a sunk key way in a shaft, right? And similar in action to twist drill, has two cutting edges. Next, Woodruff key cutter, and it is used for cutting key seats to fit Woodruff keys. They are made in shank style and in arbor style. Cutting edges may be straight or stacked. Fly cutters. This looks like a single point cutting tool attached to the arbor, and it is used to reproduce contoured surfaces. Next, convex and concave milling cutters. So they have cutting edges of different profiles, teeth curved outwards on the circumference, used to produce concave grooves. With this milling cutter, we can make the concave grooves, and its range diameter is 50 mm to 125 mm. Width varies from 3.2 mm to 40 mm. So this is convex milling cutter. Similarly, the same way concave milling cutter. This concave milling cutter, we can make the convex surfaces, and its range diameter 56 to 110 mm, and its minimum radius that can be milled is 1.5 mm to 20 mm. Gear cutters have a profile which cuts the space between adjacent involute gear teeth, and it commonly available in a range of height size for cutter gear teeth 12 to 135. Fluting cutters, thread milling cutters, etc. You know. So with this, we have completed the types of milling cutters and milling cutters. In the next class, we are going to discussing about the milling operations. Okay.